Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here in Los Angeles, being joined with Freddie Roach. And Freddie, this is the Wilder vs. Fury fight week, and some words were said upstage. You were nearby. What'd you make of what happened at the final press conference? They almost got into a brawl, almost got into a scuffle there.
Well, you know, promoters actually want that because otherwise they wouldn't have face-off. How can you really logically have a face-off with guys going to war in about 2 or 3 days away? You know, I mean. People, I mean, we're human. I mean, and they, you know, they're both fighters and so forth. They should, in my opinion, they should never do face-offs. But
you know, really, I like the face-offs, well, but yeah, when stuff yeah.
But that's good because that sells tickets. It does. These guys are serious. I mean, we're coming to win. I mean, you know, Tyson is a puncher. I mean, we will knock this guy out. And
wait, okay. So a lot of fans are going to hear that and be like, "No way!"
We're not going to win by decision. I have the better puncher. I promise you.
So fans were going to be like, "Well, who has Tyson knocked out? He's never been a puncher."
You see, it's very, very hard. He's a great puncher, and he doesn't cock his right hand before he throws it, like our opponent does.
How did this union begin? And tell me what was worked on in camp.
After the press conference, he called up and says, "Can I come see your gym?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So he came by and I showed him downstairs and upstairs. He took a lot of pictures and so forth. And a very nice guy. You know, I didn't know really what to expect. You know, I didn't expect like a guy that was smiling and very happy and just a real easygoing guy. And then they're going to Big Bear, and they went up there for 4 days, and they didn't like the altitude up there and so forth. And I said, "Well, you're not fighting altitude." I said, "You know, you can come down there." And he says, "How much are you going to charge me to rent your gym?" I says, "You're world champion. It's a pleasure to have you in my gym." So he came, and then after the first night, we worked out together, and he invited me to dinner, and then he asked me if I would work at the corner. I said, "Sure." I said, "But now we're getting complicated here because we have 4 guys already," and I says, "and we don't have a cut man." And he says, "Well, do you have a cut man?" I said, I got 2 guys that are very good." He says, "Yeah, but can you do cuts?" I says, "Yeah, I can do cuts." But I said, "But I have 2 guys that are way better than me." I says, "You know, and I know that. I know they're better than me." And so forth. He says, "No, I'm going to go with you. Can you be?" He said, "Can you work the cuts in case that happens?" He said, I hardly ever bleed, but you know, you never know. You know, and Tyson's one of those guys. He boxes every day, and every day he boxes, he never wears a headgear. He's never worn a headgear in his life. He's never had a headgear on.
Hey, his face doesn't have a lot of scars or anything like that. So with what you've seen in the gym, Freddie, he's saying knockout. You just told me knockout. Is that just fight talk, though? Is that just trying to... What do you see there that you think allows Fury to be able to knock out a guy like Wilder, who's known to knock people out?
Wilder's a little bit dangerous early, so you stay focused, and that's the key factor. You've got to stay focused because he is very dangerous early in the fight. But then he fatigues late in the later rounds. My guy doesn't fatigue in the later rounds. We will dominate him, and we will knock him out in the later rounds, I promise you.
What rounds do you think? Around when?
Like 8-9.
Yeah, 8-9? Dang, okay. Listen to Freddie Roach, you might win some money if you place the rounds that he thinks it is going to go ahead and win. So you think it's going to be a completely dominant performance, that he's going to move, make him slip, and then make him pay?
But we're not going to run, that's for sure. We're going to still control the ring and outscore him. I mean, believe me, we're not going to be behind when the knockout comes. We're not going to be desperate for a knockout. The knockout is just going to come. But the thing is, we're going to win every round one at a time.
Hey, Freddie, on another note, just really quickly, how happy are you that you're back working with Manny now? I know a lot of fans are happy to see you guys back together because it's kind of like a thing that we've grown up as fans, seeing you together with Manny.
Yeah, me and Manny had a very good meeting. Everything really, really went well, and I'm happy to be there.
We are too. Hey, Freddie, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and then we'll see you at the weigh-in, maybe? Yeah. For sure at the fight.
I'll be at the weigh-in.
Here with Freddie Roach in Los Angeles, Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV.